So I'm on my way down this little side road. We are headed to the kill pen. I haven't been out here since the last time I was out here, and it wasn't recently. But a lot of people have a lot of questions regarding the kill pen, and from somebody who dates somebody whose dad owns one, I feel like I've got all the answers sometimes. So I just wanted you guys to know that if you have any questions or if you don't understand, you guys are more than welcome to ask questions. I have a lot of people that say that a lot of groups don't want questions. They just want to feed you full of biased information, completely biased information. And I understand. I understand that a lot of groups pull at people's heartstrings and they want for you guys to be really super emotional about slaughter so that they can, basically, so they can get you to like hurry and donate money, like hurry, go fast, donate money, because if you don't, the horses are going to die. And as much as that's the truth, yes, horses are going to slaughter, but I just think that people need to stop pulling at your heartstrings and actually educate people on what should be saved, what genuinely probably needs to ship, and most of all, just the inner workings of a kill pen. So if you have any questions or you don't understand, feel free to inbox me or to message me, because I don't want people just believing everything they read on social media. There's just so much more to it than what meets the eye. And I just see lots and lots of groups on Facebook spreading lots of misinformation regarding slaughter. I don't think it's okay. I just think that if people have questions and you want to be educated, ask. And ask in a group where people are, as much as I'm pro-slaughter, I also understand the anti-slaughter side of things, because I don't feel that all horses that end up in a kill pen should go to slaughter. I would say that only about 20% of the horses that end up in the kill pen are horses that are what I would consider, there's nothing you can do with them. Either they're too lame, they're too crazy, they just have no value, and they probably would either hurt someone or just cost somebody way more money in the long run than they would ever be worth. So, if only 20% of the horses that go to slaughter are in those categories, what about the other 80% of the horses that are standing in the kill pen? What about those horses? Somebody just dropped 2 horses off. I just pulled up here. I kind of still know like the workings. There's the chute where you unload whenever you sell horses to the kill pen. There's this little pin right beside there, and the horses have to stand there like to the end of the day in case the person comes back. That way they're still considered quarantined and they haven't been exposed to everything else, because we've found last year that when people would bring horses, or I found, I guess I should say, last year when people would bring horses to sell them to the kill pen, 1 in about 5 people by the end of the day would be like on their way back to get them. They had changed their mind. The other 4 people drove away counting their money. But there's always that one person that drove away from here and went, I really did the wrong thing. I need to go back. So they always leave the horses. I'll just show you. Right here's where you back up. Well, here's like the double. On the other side of the double chute, there's, it feeds out into right here. And that's where they unload. And then on the next side, these 2 horses and this horse are horses that somebody has sold to the kill pen today. There. And these 2. These 2 right here must have come in together because they're pinned together. So somebody just dumped these 2 off and left them. And they'll make them stand right here until they'll make them stand there basically till tonight when they go to feed. That way, in case the person changes their mind today. And I feel like that's appropriate, give the person the entire day in case they change their mind. They can't give them several days though, because there's nowhere else to keep them. But it keeps the horses from being exposed to all of like the you know, bacteria and disease and everything else that comes with the kill pen. That way, in case someone picks them up, they're still quarantined, and that way if they take them home and turn them back out with their other horses don't get extremely, extremely sick. The horse down the center alley actually is a horse probably more than likely waiting to be picked up. I bet it goes home today. That's what I'm thinking. It's got a tag on its neck, so somebody didn't just drop this one. The one here in the center, somebody didn't just drop it off. I'm pretty sure it's probably waiting on its ride, so somebody's coming for that one, it looks like, because it's got a tag around its neck. I don't know if you can see. I love my new vlog camera. Is this not cool? See the tag around its neck? Anyway, so it's going home. But these two over here, somebody just dumped out. I don't want Gary to look at the cameras later, because there's cameras out here, and him see me like walking around videoing, so I'm just gonna pull up. We're not gonna get out of the car when we're doing things we're not supposed to. We'll just stay in the car. Look at these two guys. Just standing there like, what did we do wrong? What did we do to deserve this? Are you coming back for us? Look at them. I mean, and they're both just very healthy looking horses. Oh, fuck it. Let's get out. Watch me like get in big ass trouble. Jacob will be like, what the fuck were you doing out there, and why the fuck were you videoing? Well, 'cause I wanted to. Okay, no judgment on the eyelashes, because see, I dyed my eyelashes, so it's no makeup November. I didn't want to wear mascara. So come on, you guys, let's... I'm officially trespassing. What do we have here? Look how healthy they are. How sad is that? Hi. I don't know. Do any of you guys own 780? Or is somebody coming to pick her up? Somebody in this group probably does. Hi, kid. Number 811, you're adorable. Come here. Hi, girl! Jacob dropped my dog off. What are you doing out here being a homeless dog? Get my dog. Where's Dobie? Jacob must not be here. He's dropped Violet off. Our dog likes to, well, tell him. Violet, what are you doing here? Did your dad drop you off? Look where her nose got burned right there. They were welding the other day, and she kept running up behind the welder, and he got a little spark on her face. Look how cute this thing is. Melissa, I don't think anything is kid broke. I don't want to even answer that question, because here's the thing. A lot of times I hear them say, "Hi, lady. You sure are cute. Come here. Hi. It's okay. Hi, honey. Easy. I've got cookies in the car. Should we go get cookies, you guys? Hi. It's okay, I promise. Hi. Hi. Let's scratch your back. Let's scratch your back. Oh, nope. She's like, no, I don't know about you. She must be going home. Look at this little horse they dropped off. Is he not adorable? Look at her. She's like, hi. So Melissa, my point is, I don't think anybody who has a child should shop a kill pen. And let me tell you why. If you don't, let me just phrase this in a way that I don't want to hurt the chances of the horses finding homes, but in the same breath, I would never, ever, 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 ever sacrifice a child's safety to sell a horse. So what I want for you to hear me out on is, when you watch the videos of these horses, what you need to decide is, does the video of the horse look like something you as an adult could take home and work with and turn into a child's horse? I never want anyone to buy a horse and go, that's a kid's horse. Never ever sacrifice the safety of your child in order to save money when buying a kid's horse. Good kid horses cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, and if you're paying anything less than that, you're buying a horse that you potentially can work with. And I see kid horses all the time for $1,500. I mean, that's fine. If you want to buy a horse for $1,500, take it home and work with it, and you make the determination if that horse is child friendly or not, that's up to you. But don't ever, ever, ever let someone else tell you, oh, this is a kid horse, and that be the determining factor on if you put your child on the horse or not. That's not okay to me. Hi, you're just gorgeous. Look at this, you guys. Hi, you're gorgeous. Why are you here? What did you do wrong? Nothing? You just have shit for owners? What about you? Hey. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? You're so sweet. Look at that pink nose. Can I kiss it? Oh, you give yums kisses. Yeah, those were yummy kisses. What about you? What you doing? Hi. Let's see. Literally, you guys, I'm not supposed to be out here. I just brought Jacob lunch. Like, I was just gonna be nice and bring lunch and nobody's here. So. La-di-di-da. I have cookies in the car. So. And I hear a lot of people talk really bad about grain dust. When we go over here to I haven't been into this covered barn in, God, I can't tell you how long. My little pants are covered in grain dust. I know you guys are like, hi Vivian, hi Haley. You guys like my new camera? Isn't this kind of neat? Really good quality. Hi kid. I know you. Hi. Okay. So this, I'll explain a couple things. Get your kid out of the bubble wrap. Crazy eyes. Personally, I think you should keep your child in bubble wrap. Anyway, I don't know how to... Okay. So, yeah, I disagree. I don't think that you should ever put your child in danger. So, if I'm a person that has my kid in bubble wrap, I'll take it. So, it rained here. Because I see a lot of people talk about these piles. And I've seen people take photographs and say they're piles of shit. They're actually not. What it is when it rained out here, this gets so bogged down. See how the slab dips down? That's where they've taken the bobcat and pushed all of the mud into piles so that the horses don't have to stand in ankle deep mud. And then as it dries out, they can re-level it. So it's actually kind of neat. But I also hear people say that the horses at the kill pen aren't fed. And as you can see, this is one pen. And we have not one, but 2 round bells. And the horses have an area back here where the gates open, and they are turned out on there's about 5 acres of grass back there. Oh, we just got a little roll. So this is where the horse is, and I'm not saying, I mean, here's the cover. And so let me talk to you about the grain dust, because I hear a lot of people say really bad things about it, and I don't think that people understand what it is. Grain dust is really good. It's actually really good. And let me explain why. The reason the grain dust is actually pretty decent, I'll just show you what it looks like. It's even got alfalfa cubes in it and corn stalk. I don't know. See the cubes and the corn stalk? People like me and you look at this and we go, oh my God, I cannot believe you would feed that to a horse. But you have to understand that there's a lot of horses out here who have never had their teeth done. And when they try to grind up any kind of forage, it just turns really mushy and falls back out. They can actually put this grain dust in their mouth and mull it around and drink it, or slurp it. I don't know the right verbiage, but no, it's not. It smells good. Like if you guys were out here, you would realize it smells like bread. You know that smell of Wonder Bread? That's what it smells like, is like Wonder Bread. So obviously, like I said, there's been a ton of rain and things are pretty soupy and people are so bent out of shape over these piles, but you can see where the water is. Those piles are see, again, round bells. And see, some of these horses just come in so thin. I mean, people don't take care of them. But these piles are where it rained and they just pushed all the mud into a pile so the horses don't get stuck standing in ankle-deep mud. But we have another pen over here. And people, I think the misconception is people assume that the horses at the kill pen lose weight because they're not fed or that they're neglected in some way. And that's actually not the truth. I mean, there's plenty of hay in every pen. The reason the horses lose weight is just from the sheer stress of all of this. Like if you think for 1 second, hi, what's your name? Come here. Hi. Yes. You don't have a tag. You might not be videoed yet. We're going to look for your video. Yes, we're going to watch for you to be videoed. Hi, honey. Hi. Hi, darling. It's nice to meet you. Yes. So I want you guys to see, how on earth can you honestly think for 1 second that, just like this horse, I don't know why it's here, but from my position, I've heard a lot of people say, like, when you created Double S, you know, you were doing it for profit. You were doing it for this. You were doing it for that. And the truth is, no, I did it because of horses like this. This almost feels exactly like it felt the first time I came out here, because I haven't been out here in so long. And I remember getting out of the car and just looking with tears in my eyes across this. I mean, and thinking to myself, like, how could anybody do this to their horse? Like, how could this be the answer? How could the answer to I don't have time for my horse, or I don't have money for my horse, or I don't have the ability to care for my horse mean that your horse deserved to end up here? Knowing. And see, horses like this get skinny. They get depressed and they get sad. They don't understand why they're here. Look, just the sound of my voice, his ears perked up. But see, I mean, lots of horses come here and they just stand off in the corner and they're depressed, and they're, look how sad he looks. He doesn't understand why he's here. I mean, he doesn't understand why or what he did wrong to end up here. And they just get depressed and they don't eat. And I'm tired of people saying that kill pens don't feed the horses or kill pens purposely neglect them. I'm not saying that this is like boarding facility of the year, but let's just do this too, you guys. What is that? Oh, that's right. Those are salt licks in every pen. I mean, I can't speak for any other kill pen. I've been to Joe Rios's. I've been to George and Adina's. I've been to Joe Simon's. I've been to Bruce's. I don't know. I just don't think that they abuse the horses or that they treat them poorly. I think it's unfortunate that the horses even end up there to begin with. My next biggest issue is I have been to Bastrop and I've been to Kaufman, and I haven't ever seen anything like them. I don't think they take quality care of the horses. I think that they could care less about the horses. But I think you run into other situations where other kill pens actually do care. You know, they're at least trying. But like this group of horses right here, look at the hay, all the hay up here, and look at our little depressed guy. I wonder, you guys, if I put an ad on Craigslist and I paid, do you think that I could pay somebody, or what do you think, what do you think it would cost to get somebody to come out and pick up all the strings and everything? I wonder if you can you pay somebody to do that, you think? Like make an ad on Craigslist, or how would they even do that? Because I think that we could actually, I don't know, do something to kind of, I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. I wonder what this is. Oh, and its mane is even like banded. Wait till you guys see. Flippin' gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Oh, sucker. Like, see, just like this horse. I want to show you. This is prime example. I'm just keep going through dates. That's it. I'm going to end up arrested. Who's gonna bail me out when I go to jail for trespassing? The last time, about a year ago, the last time I brought my happy ass out here when I shouldn't have been here, when nobody was here, I opened up a damn gate and went in a pen with a fucking crazy ass cow. The video is still in this group. You guys should look at it. The bitch chased me up in a fucking hay rack, and I was there for like 2.5 hours waiting on somebody to come get me because my phone died. I mean, she freaking did chase me. Let's see. This is what I'm talking about. There's the hay rack with plenty of hay, salt licks. Horses like this, they just give up. That's the problem. So when you say that the kill pen didn't take care of your horse and they quit feeding it, that's not the case at all. Stuff like this happens. There's plenty of hay. There's a hay rack here. Swipe left. Oh, there we go. There's a hay rack here.